Happy Tuesday, and welcome to Angels Don't Lie. I'm your host, Jeanne Street, right here on the fabulous KBJB Radio. How are you tonight, Casey?
I am doing awesome. I'm feeling so much energy tonight. I don't know, it's kind of crazy over here.
Yeah, I know you had to reboot the system, and yes, we have some crazy energy going on. I think people have been feeling, there's some planetary alignment stuff. I've noticed a common theme where people, what basically is happening is the biggest fears that we have and the challenges, the things that push our buttons, they're rising to the surface. And it's coming to an endpoint soon. So it's calling us to say, I can heal this. It's no longer needed in my body. That's all it is. It's not about holding us back and staying there. It's about healing it. So those challenges that you are struggling with, you are not alone. And it seems like this is a dark time, but it's actually the breakthrough time. That's what this is about.
Awesome.
And tonight we're gonna talk all about how you can work with this energy instead of feeling alone or lack, and how we can support you, how I can help encourage you to move forward. And yes, by validating your feelings, but also by not having them staying in a lower vibration, but rather propelling you to move and change. So we're going to talk about oracle cards and how they can really help you and shift your life. We're going to go into a bunch of details about that. And I have my wellness tip, and we're going to take your calls. I'm going to take your calls. Anyways, Casey will just, man the computer the way he does, patching them through. So let me give you the number, 646-891-5252. That's your number to talk to heaven. That's the number to call if you want to talk to your loved ones or to the angels and find out how these messages that are meant for you can help you on your path. Woo! Excellent. So we have some exciting news in our family. First, today is my mom's birthday, so a big happy birthday out to my mom, Pam. And such a great day for our family in general, because yesterday we welcomed a new member to our family. My little granddaughter, Reagan, made her arrival last night at 7, and she weighed in at 8 pounds, 10 ounces, and 22 inches long. And Mom and Dad are doing great, and big sister Hadley is doing great. They're all very excited, and it's a joyful time for sure. Oh, great times. So what's been happening to you, Casey? What's going on over there in Casey land?
Oh, just did a little car repair work this weekend, so I didn't get much me time this weekend.
Oh, car repair. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, doing some brakes. I definitely like that's kind of therapy for me. I like, just get my brain out of everything else and just, physically work on things once in a while. So,
yeah, my husband feels the same way. I think he gets that way. But then, also some things can be really annoying, right?
Right. When they don't go right, you have, we working with my son who's never done much with cars. We encountered a problem, and then another problem, then another problem, and he just couldn't. He was having a hard time coping. I said, that's cars.
Oh boy. So much. I bet it was a bunch of fun to be at your house.
Oh, yes.
Not so much. Oh, and so last week we had a very moving show on 9/11, and we are really thrilled because we have so many downloads. People are listening all over the world. So we want to thank you for tuning in. We want to thank you for downloading all of the shows. And last week was just a beautiful spike in that. And I think we're reaching more people. And little feedback there. We're reaching more people. And it's just such a beautiful thing to be able to share what heaven wants us to know, what God wants us to know, what our loved ones want us to know, and to feel that comfort and, again, that validation that things are okay, that we can have love, we can have our laughter, and we can breathe and just keep having a great life, even when maybe we don't feel like we're having a great life, and we get back into that. So that's what the show is all about, right? That's what we
right.
like to do.
Our support group that keeps building.
Seriously, it's really amazing what's happening in Angels. It's just a beautiful community. So I'm really glad. And if you guys aren't a member yet and you'd like to join our Angels Don't Lie group in Facebook, we'd love to have you. If you have a recommendation of somebody that you think could use it, you can recommend them, and that would be great too. Yeah, beautiful. And we do some great stuff in there. I do my pre-show live and
occasional card reading.
Yes, occasional card readings, and these are meant for like our highest vibration. And tonight we did one inside the group, and it was a great card for all of us to help everybody, move through what they have going on. And of course, it always goes with the theme. So the card I pulled was about hope, and when we are going through those challenging times, is one of those things we really have to hold near and dear to our heart, is the hope that things will improve and work out. But if we don't have that hope there, usually that means our faith isn't strong. Usually means our faith has been challenged, or maybe it's just not there anymore. Maybe our belief system has been questionable. So we need that faith to keep that hope afloat. And that's what keeps us moving forward. You hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Oh, okay. That something happened.
I think there seems to be a little delay in the Skype going on tonight. I'm not sure what's going on there.
I agreed. I think there's something funky going on here. But you really thought I was going to swear there, didn't you?
Yeah. I was ready to make a little highlight here.
I felt it. It's like I'm psychic or something. Yeah, so I know people are happy. People are sending little Facebook messages, inboxing, saying they're glad this is coming to an end. This time, this change, this, reflective time. But we got to do the work. We can't expect things just to clear up and go away if we're not going to take that responsibility for healing our life, right?
That's right.
That's what I've got. So we'll get into some oracle cards again. The number here is 646-891-5252 if we want to talk.
I do have a caller.
And perfect. Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Hello, this is Jeanne. Who am I speaking with?
Judy.
Hi, Judy. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, Judy. Where are you calling from?
Connecticut.
Thank you. How can I help you tonight?
Well, I think I can relate to the theme of things happening one right after the other, and I'm wondering if someone's trying to tell me a message.
Isn't it crazy? But I'm telling you, you're not alone. I've had clients and girlfriends and people saying to me, like, what is happening? And again, I'm not an astrologist, but there is this energy that was coming forward in August that the angels were showing me that was going to come and bring up this challenging time, which means it's almost like a replay of old patterns or old things that have happened, and it's just asking you to look at them differently and react differently in a different frame of mind. So, do you understand that?
Sort of. I'm how can I say it? The things that have been happening, I sat back and I said, is someone trying to tell me something? It's been one thing after another in relation to my home, and I'm saying, is somebody trying to tell me stay where I am or to move? And I'm thinking, That's the dilemma, because every time it looks like it's good, something else happens. And I talk to my mother, who is deceased, and I just say, Mom, are you trying to tell me something here? And I guess that's why I'm questioning it and asking, is she trying to tell me something?
So our loved ones will definitely come forward and try to, guide us. They won't do it in a fear way, though. But I will tell you, it's a time for changing our reactions. and to taking a look of how we might be reacting to the situation. So even though I feel like there's some desperation around what you have going on, I don't feel like you need to have that. Does that make sense? And I do feel like a little more time is needed.
Okay.
In terms of, and the time she's saying is your mom is stepping forward, and the time she's saying is in the planning, because I don't feel like you have a clear sense or a clear plan. Do you understand about the planning?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Although I feel like it is coming upon you, and I feel like when the time is right, she said, you always know when the time is right. She said, because all of a sudden things just lighten up and it is easier, but she said this is where you get in your head and you overthink a lot. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
She also
yes, I do.
She said she's like, that's where the complication comes in. But she said she learned this from me, because this overthinking and staying in the chaos of the energy instead of being still or being in prayer, that's not our way. That's not what we do. She said in our family. Your mom's really cute. Yeah, she's really sweet. And so she's just saying, if you can be a little bit more still, she said, because you're very active, but if you could be still, meaning like spend some time and really get to know what you want to do before you make that decision.
Ah, okay. All right. And has my grandmother stepped in at all, or?
So, what's happening now is they're showing me the head, and I don't know who had something with the head. Do you understand that?
The head. Not really.
Do you have headaches or migraines?
I get them. Yes. Yes.
Thank you. It's a confirmation of how your mom's coming through, so you know that it's her.
Okay.
Because she's bringing me around that kind of pain. And I do feel like, do you actually get like nauseous as well with this?
Really, but sometimes, yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
Because she's also giving me almost like a metal taste in my mouth, which metal for me, it always goes around medication. So I don't know if there's something that you're taking that could be causing it, or if that's the medicine that you're taking for the migraine ends up being like a metal taste. But that's where she's bringing me.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, good. So, and this is your mom's mom that you were hoping that would step forward?
Yes.
Thank you. So there's such a resemblance in your family with your grandmother and your mom, and your mom has like a sibling, a sister up there, or like a sister,
a couple of them, yes.
Okay, because there's a big family resemblance in you guys, and it's just like a big, huge, a lot of women on your side of the family too, that step forward. And not that there's not men, but the women are like really strong, and they're all like chit chatty. They're having a great time. They're sitting together, and I just feel like that's how they were here on Earth.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, really lovely. Are you in your grandmother's house?
No.
What's the house? Why is she bringing me around a house?
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm debating selling, I am trying to sell, but
okay.
Like I said, the chaos, everything just keeps on happening to almost stop it.
Yeah, and because I just feel like you're not clear. So and it's funny that she's bringing me around the house. Again, I just feel like you need some time to be in with your body and breathe and find out what it is that you really would like to do before you go ahead and move or decide that you're going to move. And they're just trying to help you.
Okay. All right.
Because I do feel like there's some wishy-washiness.
On my part, basically. Is that what they're saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, yes.
Okay. All right. So they are trying to tell me something.
But there's no, and I want you to understand, there's no wrong decision here. So it's just a matter of, it would be much easier if you did that bit of work and had a clearer mindset, and then it would be, oh, okay, this makes sense. This feels really good.
Okay.
Okay.
I get it.
Okay.
Good.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Nice
Bye-bye.
to talk with you, Judy. Have a beautiful night. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
That's beautiful. And I love that her family's trying to get in touch with her. And I'm happy to hear somebody else. I'm sorry, Judy, that you're going through this. That's having those challenging times. That it is definitely a heightened time. So I don't want you to feel alone. I want you to feel connected. And if you're having some of those issues, call us. We'd like to hear. We'd like to, I'd like to connect you with the angels and what they have to say and how you can help yourself. Perfect. I do have an email from, actually Kathy sent me a message about her friend Jeanne, who is with her tonight. And she says that she was looking for a little love from the other side, and her husband has recently crossed over. I don't know recently, I added that word, I'm sorry. Her husband passed over. I don't know where the recently came in. So Jen, I do feel like there's a lot of, Casey, are you there? Are you with Kathy?
Yeah, I'm here. Yep. Oh, no, I'm not with Kathy. She's upstairs though.
Okay. Okay. I'd love to be able to go back and forth. Is Jen at your house or no?
Yes, she's here.
Or she just said she won't call. Okay. If she could answer a couple questions or just give me some feedback, because I'm feeling like I feel like some depression for her, and it feels like it's all from like life experiences. I feel like life is really hard for her, so that's what I'm feeling. Does that make sense?
I'd say yes. She's had some tough curveballs thrown at her.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I feel like. And they're telling me, first the angels are saying, like, this is none of, like, it's not like they picking on her. It's not like she's picked out to have these challenges and she's alone. It's just that this is the life path. There's some different decisions that she can make and some different choices that would really switch things around. And it's not like the bad is all coming for her, because that's what I kind of feel like. That's where the depression they're showing me is like what has she done to deserve all this? And but they're saying it's not that way, if that makes sense.
She was looking for, see if her husband Tim had a message or it had come forward.
Yes. So he does step forward too, and he's talking about. He's also talking about like financial mess. He's talking about and he's like showing me something broken, and I don't know what the broken is. I'm sorry, I'm writing it down. And what I feel like. I feel like first a quick departure. He shows me leaving quickly, so I don't know if it wasn't. It just feels like he left quickly, like they weren't really expecting it. And his leaving is a mess. So he says I left everything kind of undone, and he said I was a giant procrastinator. He said I didn't take care of things. We didn't have a good system at the house for bills or like everything was just a mess. So he left her with all of that, and he said the relationship, that's what he's showing me, is kind of wasn't in full healthy way. That was more what was broken. Not that they weren't together, but they were, but they didn't communicate well. And he says it's my fault. He said I was just such a procrastinator, and he just shows me like watching sports and kind of hanging out and just ignoring stuff, because that's just where he got lazy, and he lost his drive. He just lost his drive. He says it wasn't anything to do with you, Jen. He said this was on me. He says he's so sorry. But I do feel like there's other challenges along with this him departing and what you're going through. So he definitely says he's around you and he's trying to help you and support you. And he says there's some anger that you need to work through and like get out of your body, and time to repair some relationships in the family and let go of the past, he says. So that's what he's offering for you, and I hope that helps you. And we will keep you in our prayers, Jen. That's beautiful. So, so let's talk a little bit about the oracle cards or angel cards. Which is what I use. I also use some other oracle cards, like The Universe Has Your Back by Gabby Bernstein. I had those out tonight, and I love them because they're just beautiful cards to bring you back into a moment, to give you a little bit of hope, a little bit of something to help you on your way and during your day. So getting yourself a nice oracle deck is pretty, simple, and it can be really complicated for some people because they're like, well, where do I go? What do I do? How do I pick one out that I know will work for me? So I always say, with everything, it's your eye, it's your energy that's going to connect to something. And you want to make sure that it has a high vibration. So I'm one for being able to pick it up. Unless I know who the person is that created the oracle deck, I usually won't buy them online. I usually go to some place like Mother Earth, which is right here in New Milford, Connecticut. I know there's a couple of other places around that sell them. I think the Ruby Tree in Woodbury, in Spirit, where I have my studio, we sell some oracle cards. There's another place up here in 7 in New Milford, Happy Rainbows in Sherman, to sell some oracle cards. So there's places around that you can definitely pick them up. You can look that up in your area. Look up New Age bookstore or oracle cards where you can find them. So, like I said, you're going to use your senses to connect with this deck. You're going to look at them. You're going to hold it in your hand. You're going to feel them, and take your time so you can know that they're going to work with your energy. So once you get your deck, you can then bring them home, and you're going to want to get your energy on these cards, because it's an energetic thing we're doing when we're using oracle cards to read them. We're going to shuffle them. You're going to hold them. You can put them under your pillow. You can have them in your bedroom. You can clear them with some sage. Any way that you can claim them, by placing one of your favorite crystals on top. But you're kind of claiming them as yours so they work with your energy. That's what we want to do first. Before we even use them, we want to get some of your love on them. Then some of the ways that you can use them to help you is really simple questioning. Like, we don't want to go big and heavy and be like, what's the meaning of my life cards? We're going to go to like a simple question. Like, Casey, if you had a question about something, what would it be? Like, if you could just help me out for this.
What would
I'm
be
going
a
to
question?
shuffle these cards.
I guess, what if he just said something, I was thinking a little bit more, been focusing on my health. What could I do to help me with my health a little bit? Would that be a question?
That's perfect. So that could be a question. It can be like, as easy as like, I'm thinking about my health, angels, how can I improve on that? And so you shuffle your deck, and I'm literally just shuffling like a regular card deck. And at times I will take my deck. When I shuffle it, I will place it on the table in front of me, and I will split the deck in two, and then put the bottom layer back onto the top. I also, one of my favorite ways to use the card deck is I like to fan them out. This is my favorite way, and what works really well for me. I fan them out, and then I run my hand. Usually it's my left hand, not my dominant hand, which is my right. I use my left hand above them, and I use that as a connector of energy. I also use my eyesight because I practice a lot. I can see where my eye is being drawn to in that connection. So you just take your left hand or your non-dominant hand, run it over the top of your cards until you feel your palm or your fingers begin to shift, whether it's a tingle or whether it's a pull. Maybe it's you feel heat. And do it several times. If you're not getting it, take a deep breath, relax, it's not stressful, and then go to where you're feeling and go ahead and pull your card. So I'm going to pull this card. Casey's asked this question. He wants to know what he can do around his health, right? Casey?
Yep. Yes.
To support yourself?
Yes.
Perfect. So, and the card I pull for that is, it says, my energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. And that's a powerful affirmation right there, right? Because
sure is.
You're talking about your well-being. So your energy about that is going to create your reality. So if you believe that you are not healthy, then you won't be. If you start to believe that I am healthy, I'm capable of feeling great, I am that,
making
and that's
the
what
right
you're going to
choices.
focus on, and that's what's going to come forward.
All right.
That's fun, right?
Yep.
So that's a one card answer, where you can just ask your question, pull a card, get your answer, and then go on your day. We can get really addicted or, stuck on the cards and stay there and not use our own intuition or, be in the here and now and just follow the energy of, things like oracle cards or crystals, pendulums, and that type of thing. We don't want to do that. They're meant as tools to help us become unstuck. And once we become unstuck, we're supposed to move forward. And if we keep staying stuck, well, then that's a 911. That's a stop, drop, and pray. That's a moment of, I better get my faith back. I better start to pay attention. I can change my reactions. I have to learn to understand where fear is sneaking in and causing me to stay in this chaos and this drama instead of love. So it's that simple. So quick ask. You can shuffle the deck, break it in two, one over the other, or you can fan them out, take your card, and perfect. I will also recommend that this interpreting of angel cards or any type of oracle cards is really important because some have clear messages on them, some are pictures, some have animals on them, and whatever you're drawn to, they're going to have a very specific vibration. So we're going to want to write that down. We're going to want to copy the card down in our journal and also go into our meditative state, which is that quick cycle breathing. We're in through the nose, out through the mouth until we feel relaxed, and then write down what we're feeling. Notice how your body feels, how your senses feel, what your gut is telling you about this card. That's how we really get to know our card deck and what Spirit is trying to tell us. So it's really important that we keep track of all that we pay attention to that interpretation because it's going to help us lead us in the right path. Perfect. Questions?
Do you feel like
Call me, 646-891-5252.
We do have a caller, but I got a quick question. Do you feel like it's something you do daily or like weekly, or how? What do you recommend on as far as frequency?
So you can definitely do those cards daily. A lot of people like to do them, but like I said, you don't want to do it where it's like, the only thing you're doing is pulling angel cards all day long.
Right.
Because, I better get my angel card deck and pull a card and no decision to make. So if you are more of an obsessive person, be spacing out your card readings and doing, one a week, one or two a week. So that way you're not getting in that.
Right.
But you got to know you got to know yourself. You got to be truthful. You got to know your ups and downs and your strengths and your weaknesses.
All right. But we do have a caller.
So, all right. I'm ready. Be perfect.
Let's go.
Hello, this is Jeannie. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Jeannie. It's Trish.
Hi, Trish. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you. Hi, Casey.
How you doing?
I just wanted to call in. Hi. I haven't talked to you guys in like a while, and I've been listening, but for some reason, like my I don't know, reception to listen to you guys goes in and out sometimes. So I have to click out, go back, click in. So I just wanted to say hi, and I was hoping you could tell me, I don't know, give me some insight. I don't know. I know I'm doing a different job.
Okay.
And,
what are we doing now?
We talked about this. It's in the same field as what I've been doing.
Okay.
It's just something I love, and it is more money. And I like it. It's challenging, and I'm hoping I could stick it out. I think I can. It's good. It's like there's a love with it. So,
yeah.
Hard to explain.
So where, like, I do feel like there's some...
it's with the elderly, and I do not know why, but I love them.
Yeah. No, I love that too for you, but the angels are showing me like you're down, your energy's down. Do you understand that?
I'm exhausted. I'm up early.
Yeah,
I kid you not. I work my tushy off, Jeannie. Off.
I feel that, and I also feel like you need a little rejuvenation for yourself. You need to take time for yourself, because I feel like it's also kind of, and I don't want to use the word depression, but that's what they're kind of bringing me, that feeling like a lull. So you have to pay attention to that, because that's something that you have gone down that road before, and they're saying you don't want to go down there. But I do feel like you're such a caregiver and such a lovely soul. You just have to remember you have to receive too.
Exactly.
They're like saying you have it, you do it, you give it, but you can't keep giving what you don't have, what you're not filling up with. So
exactly. I don't know how to find a balance just for myself too. Today I was off. I was very productive today. I got so much done, and it felt great, but I didn't take any real time for me, whether it was to take a nap or go for a walk. I mean, I did stuff. So, I don't know. I don't know where to find that balance, I guess. I don't.
Right.
I don't. I work weekends. I mean, it's like brutal. I don't really have time to go and enjoy things. And when I do, it's very limited. So,
right.
But I love what I do. So I don't know. I'm trying
but you're
to make
such an energy sensitive person, and and so you have to pay attention to that. And we're in that time of the equinox, and so it is a time that's going to bring up a lot of different energy for us. So make sure that you're spending some time still by yourself and regenerating and rejuvenating yourself, and having that clear communication, which is something that you're challenged with as well, is being able to speak your truth and have them be heard. So,
absolutely.
and I know and I know that you have your journal, so make sure you can write those things down and talk about them. Like, I feel like you're doing great.
I am. On the whole, I am. I see myself going forward and being pushed into, I see good things coming. I can see, it's weird, in my mind, to the forefront of my mind, I see the sun. I really do. It's weird. And I'm getting there and learning to say, no, I can't. I'm sorry. No, I can't. Even my boss, I actually was surprised and spoke up for myself and said, no, I can't. And he was disappointed, but he understood. And, and then I have another question.
Sure.
I got to spend time with my dad. I don't know why I never asked you this before or anything like that. And I think maybe somewhere deep inside it maybe bothers me a little that I didn't spend more time with her. My stepmother, whom my father's been with for years, and she passed Easter about 4 years ago, and her name was Leah. Her name is Leah.
Okay. And this is your I want to say stepmom, but I don't feel like that was ever really the relationship. I feel like more of you know, I don't even want to say friend. I want to say more like a really comfortable acquaintance.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Because,
like I feel okay.
Absolutely, because my father's second wife from my mom, she was like a mother to me, and she's still alive.
Okay.
And she was a mother to me, and I have so much love for her. And then my dad met Leah, and she was amazing, and she was just downright amazing, and never had children of her own. But I was older, so I didn't get that opportunity to get so close to her. But yeah, more of an acquaintance, and she loved my kids, but she's really close with my brother's children because they were right there. And she passed, and she was just such a wonderful, absolutely wonderful woman, and like a voice of an angel. Like,
oh, yeah, and I feel like it's so sweet and such a lovely thing to say, and honoring her soul. I do feel like there was this, you know, connection that you guys had in the family, even though she didn't really take on that role of being anybody's mother.
No,
because she had that respect that didn't need that. She didn't. That wasn't her place. So her personality is to show me like she had a lot of respect and a lot of I'd like to say class. Like that's how she comes through. Even like she's showing me like how she's dressing is just so you know, that's the kind of woman that I feel like she was.
Yeah,
and and she also
all the way.
And she says, you know, like she's appreciative that you are thinking of her and calling on her, even after like the challenges. I do feel like there were challenges as well, but even after that, she's appreciative that those things are not stopping you from feeling that love.
Yeah, she was amazing, but she was really great with my dad, and my dad is always speaking of her. Just recently, he's broken up over her. You know.
Well, I feel like your dad has spent his life being busy, and he's not busy right now.
Oh, definitely.
So
he's not.
Yeah. And you have that similar personality like your dad, like always going, and now he's stopping. Yeah, and now he's being a little more quiet, and those things are coming forward, and he's realizing the loss that he had, and not just in her passing, but loss in relationships, loss in maybe connections and things. Yeah.
Absolutely. You're 100% right. You're my father and I are more alike than I ever thought that we were. A lot. And I did not know my dad all my life, like too much. But yes, the women in his life really loved him, and maybe loved him way too much. Too much. So they did way too much for him. And but I'm hearing by him how much he loved his wife, Leah. I know how much. Oh my gosh. And I don't know. Yeah. And my dad is definitely not busy now. So yes. And he's always on his mind. My kids and I just had breakfast with him, and he went to church with us.
Nice.
Last week. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling in, Trish. It was nice to talk with you and catch up.
Nice to talk to you too. And I so want to get over to your studio. I do. I definitely do.
Well,
I would love to.
Well, we have the next date for our live show, which is going to be October the 9th, and we are only having, 30 tickets. So, and they went very quickly last time. So if you'd like to come, the tickets are free. The day is going to be amazing. Again, it's going to be a live broadcast. We'll do live readings. So you guys can go on and get your tickets today before they're gone. Great.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Trish, and I'll talk to you soon, honey.
Thank you. Okay, you too. And I love your baby. She's beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. She's so beautiful. She's perfect. She really is.
She is. She's beautiful. All right. Well, you guys have a great night. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Beautiful. Wow, so much going on for everybody, right? And Tricia's feeling it too, and everybody's got that going on. That little of what do we do? So, staying grounded in ourselves is really important when we're having this, kind of energetic turmoil happening. It seems like, you can't get away from it. It's thing after thing after thing happening in your life. And let's get a really quick tool of how you guys can get back in your body, get back to your focus, and take control where you can, which is over your reactions. Your control is not over the circumstances. It's not fixing a problem. It really is how you're going to react. So by plugging ourselves back in, we're going to take a nice deep breath in, and we're going to inhale all the way down into our feet. I want you to feel your feet on the ground beneath you, and allow yourself to create this energetic expansion, which is like this light energy. And you can envision it like maybe a thread or a beam of light that comes from the soles of your feet and plants yourself into your place here on earth. And so this energy, when you gravitate to this lovely place of your place here on earth, you can feel really connected. You can feel more balanced. You can feel confident. You can feel brighter, and you can feel hope, because you can know truth rather than feeling what's flying all around, which is that energy of chaos and one thing after another, or money issues or relationship or challenges. Instead, you're going to feel right here, right in this moment, right in your place here on earth. In that moment, when you're able to connect, you let go of all those floaty things as if they're balloons, so they can just fly away. Even if there are things that you have to work on and that you can't ignore, we're going to just let them be for now, and we're going to stay right in this space. It's here in that space that you can grab that oracle card deck. You can ask that clear question: what can I do to move through this? What, dear God, can I do to move through this? Or what can you send me help? Or how can I heal this past wound? You can ask the question that you need. Again, work through that deck, pull the card, and then sit with it. Hold it over your heart. Feel it. Breathe it. Before you move forward, before you're able to go to your next move, grab your journal and write down all of your feelings. Let them out, because what happens if we don't? We end up having conversations with people and we say things we might not really need to say, or we don't say things that we're supposed to say because we can't get the words out and they're jumbled. Or we just keep getting stuck in that chaos and nothing gets done. So be still, get it out, take a moment, and then once you have that done, you have your cards, you're plugged back in, then reevaluate, then go forward and notice what can you let go of, what doesn't need your attention, and what does. And that's my beautiful advice for you tonight. So let's talk about that wellness tip, Casey, your favorite part of the show.
I am so ready.
Are you ready? So let me say, my wellness tip is not medical advice. I am not a medical doctor, nor do I play one on television. What I offer you is information that I've learned through my raw nutrition class, through my lifestyle, and through reading. It's kind of my thing of studying herbs and different ways to heal, natural ways of, holistic ways of healing. So it's not medical advice. If you are choosing to do so, please check with your medical professional beforehand, and never stop taking medications or adding a new herb before knowing that if you're on medication, that it's going to have that interaction. So there's my spiel. Thank you very much. So the wellness tip tonight is called Moringa. Moringa is an herb which comes from a horseradish tree, which is usually grown. It's found in India and Pakistan and places like that. And they've used it for thousands and thousands of years to prevent disease. I also know Moringa is in, I believe, in Jamaica as well. So it's the cool thing about Moringa. It's been used to prevent disease because it has so many amazing healing properties. It's high in vitamin A and C. It's full of calcium and potassium, and it also is a high antioxidant, which means, we're talking about antioxidants. It's anti-anything, anti-cancer, anti-disease. So antioxidants help our body to fight off those free radicals that we can pick up that causes illnesses. It also can work with people that have blood sugar issues, so diabetes, because it can lower that blood sugar, kind of balancing it out. And it's very amazing for inflammation. So people will use it for inflammatory issues. And so any illness that we get usually has an inflammatory reaction in our body. So when we're working with that illness or feeling better, pain, stiffness, joints, arthritis, we want to reduce that inflammation, and Moringa tea can really help that. It also works with our blood and works with lowering our cholesterol and supports the brain health and aids the liver, and also so in that wound healing. So it's so many amazing things for Moringa. I basically use Moringa in a tea. So it's pretty simple. I just brew up a little Moringa tea, and tonight I'm drinking it with some ginger and turmeric as well, because I wanted that real anti-inflammatory thing going on, because I'm not sleeping well, and it's just how I roll. So this is my tea, and this is what I'm doing tonight, and I know you guys are going to love it. So check it out, Moringa, and it's fun to say, Moringa.
I always have trouble spelling sometimes some of the things that you're talking about.
Yeah. Did you find it? Did you find it?
Morin. Yes. Moringa.
Yeah. Right. So I was looking at the equinox is coming on it's coming September 22nd, 23rd, they're saying. And the equinox, this is what happens twice a year, and it's where the day and the night are of equal length. And so that energy that comes together is really quite amazing. So this autumn equinox that we're coming forward, it's talking about bringing the energy inward. So again, that was a perfect meditation we talked about doing, is going inward, using your breath, connecting yourself to your place here on earth, being still in that, and allowing that energy to guide you. Instead, so remember, when energy comes around and is heightened, such as this equinox, which is big change of the year, it's flying all around, and we all know people around here in the Northeast are having allergies. We're sneezing. We're getting all that going on. Well, it's not only that energy that's in the air; it's also all the stress, all the heightened energy of the chaos that's around in the world. Not just to mention the planetary, the change of the seasons and the planets. So that's big enough. So we have to calm ourselves down. We have to be in our stillness. It will really help you move through this. Crazy, right? Big stuff.
Big stuff. Probably a little bit to do with the end of summer and another season, and like you say, some people are affected by with allergies. Luckily, I'm not one of those. But those can be somewhat debilitating.
I know a lot of people saying I don't normally have allergies, and I am. Yeah. So it's a lot of stuff going on. So there you are. So tickets for our live show are on inspirithealingstudio.com right now. And I'd love for you guys to go and check that out. I also have the Soulful Saturday page. It's not completely finished, but we have a great lineup of speakers. We have a gal coming in from California, a well-known author and speaker and intuitive. She's going to be coming in and doing a talk. So the day is going to be, it's going to be almost like a retreat day, and we're going to do workshops along with the talks. We're changing it up a little bit this year. So there won't be any vendors this year that I'm knowing of right now. Right now, we're just going to keep it all about the talks and the workshops. So you're kind of immersed in that day, and you're going to get all this love, and we're going to take you on this beautiful journey of the divine feminine, which is rising in our time, which is such a beautiful thing to witness. It's not only in women, but we're noticing it in the men in our lives, the divine feminine. We're noticing all those stay-at-home fathers, or those men that are taking on some of that, role of participating in their feminine energy, which is such a beautiful thing. So we're going to talk about those all through the different speakers and the workshops that we're going to be doing. So that's November the 10th. And I totally recommend it. People that have come before, they say it's such a great day. You learn so much. You make connections with other people, and you leave feeling fulfilled and just renewed. So what a perfect timing to have this type of event when we're all feeling challenged and drained. So November 10th, come on, guys. We'd love to see you there. All right. Well, I think we are winding down. I think we're winding down. And such a great show, and I'm happy to talk to our callers and to share this information with you guys. And I am going to tell you, I know what I know, because angels don't lie. So I will see you guys next week. I'll see you guys next week. Duh. Same time, same station. Oh, and KJ's texting me as a reminder to tell you about all you Long people. We're coming there. We're coming to Long Island. We're going to be at the East Line Theater. So come out and see us there. That's also on my website. And if you'd like us to come to your area, send an email over there to KBJB Radio and let us know where you are and where you'd like to see the Angels Don't Lie to or come, because we're setting that up for the next year, which we're really excited about. All right, guys. Like I said, I know what I know, because angels don't lie. Have a beautiful night, and God bless.